welcome to Hastings Public Library's summer reading event, cooking for our animals and for us as well. We can do it either way. I'm Miss Dana and this is Erica, and I'm going to do the first one, which is watermelon ice pops, which can be used for animals and for your kids.
And then I'm going to be making some little crunchy cheddar treats for your cats. But then you can also eat them if you really want to. So I'm pretty excited about this because I love my pets, I love summer, and I love baking. So this is going to be a great combination.
I love watermelon.
Exactly. There we go. All right. Well, I'll let Dana get started with hers. I'll see you later.
So first we're going to cut the bottom of our watermelon to kind of create a flat surface so we can stand it up. Is your trash can handy? And I'm just going to start taking the outer edges off. You could keep this and pickle it. Some people like pickled watermelon rind. Or you could compost it. If you have chickens or goats, I'm sure pigs, they'd probably enjoy it too. Or if you know somebody that has one. But we're going to take the rind off as well as all of the white, leaving as much as of the red as we can. You want to make sure you have a super sharp knife. So always sharpen your knives before you attempt anything like this. Otherwise you're going to be working a lot more than letting your knife work for you. This is one of the simplest recipes. You don't need it written down because the only thing you need is watermelon and a way to blend it, which I'm going to use a food processor. You can also just use your blender. You can probably just mash it with a fork as long as you have a good, ripe, juicy watermelon. Oh, I got a little too much there. Take some of that white stuff or the red stuff out of there. Oh boy, that's really juicing, guys. I'm gonna have juice everywhere. And I do believe we bought a seedless watermelon, so we don't have to worry about the seeds. Like I said, I'm gonna take some of this white off because we don't want that because it's just bitter. Having your trash can nearby or a trash bucket of some kind helps. Oh my, look at that, guys. Look how nice and red and juicy. So, this is all there is to the recipe. Whoops, there's a little too much white on there. So we're going to put the top on. Okay, sorry, it's going to get loud. It's going everywhere, but look at that. It's just liquid. What you're going to do is you're going to freeze this. You can do ice cube trays. You can get, I know I've seen in the dollar aisle at grocery stores and stuff, little popsicle holders. You can fill those up, stick them in the freezer. I have these little cups. They're like, I don't know, like a salad dressing cup with lids, And I'm just going to fill up these, put the lid on, stick them in the freezer, pop it out, give it to your child, give one to your dog. They both have a frozen, healthy treat that'll cool them off on the hottest of days. So come back later, we'll see what that looks like frozen.
Well, that looked like it was delicious and kind of fun to make. This one, like I said, is going to be for your cats. It's going to be just cheesy cat treats. Everything in them is edible by humans, so you can also share if you like some crispy, crunchy cat things as well. I'm going to go through the ingredients first because basically what you're going to do is you're just going to dump it all in the bowl and mix it together. But we have 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, 3/4 of a cup of flour, 1/4 of a cup of yogurt, 1/4 of a cup of cornmeal, and 5 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese. And then, like I said, we're just going to mix this all together. These are all some of my favorite food ingredients, mostly cheese. So I think this is going to be delicious. So it's probably not going to fully incorporate right off the bat. So it's kind of like when you're making pie crust dough. You're going to want to have a little bit of water off to the side. And just add a little bit, like a spoonful at a time. And keep mixing it together until it forms a ball. We've got a ball. So I'm going to split this in half because this half is going to be for human consumption. This half I'm going to add just a little sprinkle of catnip as a little surprise for the cats. Now, catnip is not to be consumed by humans. People, kids, whatever, do not eat it. So make sure that if you do put some in there, you label it, you make sure that it's separate, and then you do not eat this. So we're gonna have it split so that we have a little bit of both. And I'm not gonna put a whole lot, I'm just gonna take a little bit, goes a long way. So I'm just gonna take a little pinch, put it in there, call it a day. And this will be guaranteed to get your cats super duper excited about these treats. So, I'm going to make sure I keep this one separate. And you're just going to roll this out. You could use a rolling pin if you wanted to. I'm not going to aim for making these look too pretty, so. And then there's a lot of things that you could do. You could get little cookie cutters if you wanted to and cut these out. You could just cut these into bite-sized strips. You could probably make these into little balls. I'm just going to cut them into little. You should have your oven preheated to 350 degrees, and then we're just going to stick these in there for 30 minutes, and then we'll see what we've got. Like I said, since this one has catnip in it, I'm going to bake this first, and then I'm going to turn around and bake the other one. So we'll see you in about 30 minutes.
Hi guys, welcome back. It's now with the magic of television, I guess you could say. 4 hours later, and I've got frozen watermelon here. Look at these guys. They froze up. So neat. So you can give them to your dog, your kids. Oh my gosh. It's like eating an ice cream bar, or not an ice cream bar, but a popsicle. But there's no added sugar, no added flavors, lots of mess, just frozen watermelon.
It's juicy, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be kind of careful for the seeds, but otherwise.
I wish the seed was watermelon, but all right.
Well, we're gonna go from sweet to savory here. These are the little jars that we made down in our Pixel Lab. They're just an old Frappuccino coffee glass jar that we engraved the word treats on. We did these we're doing these as a class, but unfortunately the class is already filled up for the summer. But you could always bring them in if you wanted to make one of your own. But yeah, it's just a little glass jar, and this has all of the treats that have the catnip in it. So this is a way for me to remind myself, these are the ones for my pet, and these are the ones that are safe for me to eat. So
You don't want catnip?
no, it's not safe. The package says do not consume, so you know.
Smells cheesy.
It smells like little croutons.
Oh my gosh.
They're crunchy like croutons.
It would be so good on a salad. Or in soup. Or just as a snack, like a Cheez-It.
So these baked for 25 minutes. If you didn't want them quite so crunchy, you could easily bake them for 20 minutes and make a little bit softer chew for your cat. But I think that these would be nice and healthy for your cat's teeth to have that crunch. Well, these were sure tasty, and we are going to be donating these treats that you see here before us, and all of the leftovers, of course, to the local pet shelters at Start Over Rover and, of course, Heartland Pet Connection. If we can reach our cumulative reading goal for the summer, which is
500,000 minutes.
500,000 minutes. We're almost halfway there right now. So you've really got to kick it into overgear and log those minutes. Even if you've already finished the summer reading program, make sure to keep logging your minutes so that we can deliver all of these delicious treats to the shelters. Otherwise, I don't know, I guess we'll just have to eat them ourselves, and that's not nearly as fun. I mean, it's good for us. But
It'd be good to take them there and share with them.
Yeah.
As we eat too.
I would much rather do that.
Yeah.
So, log your reading. Otherwise, it's been great. Thank you for watching us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.